the thing is like this. Okay, so first 20 to 30 days we'll discuss normal topics about the SQL Server. After 30 days we'll start, okay, advanced SQL Server. So in this advanced SQL Server, HADR concepts mainly, H and DR concepts. Okay, so in this H and DR concepts we are going to discuss log shipping, we'll discuss mirroring, we'll discuss replication, we'll discuss Windows Server failure clustering. I'll show you how to configure Windows Server failure clustering, guys. If you go to outside, other trainers are not at all showing how to configure Windows Server failure clustering. It's very important for SQL DBAs. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll take 2 days to set up the things. So you can, by using the recording videos, you can also set up Windows Server failure clustering in your laptop. Once this is done, okay, I'll show you how to configure SQL Server failure clustering. Okay, failure clustering, and then I'll show you always on. Okay, so these are the plans. So before doing that, we should have a domain. So we'll configure Active Directory domain services. Okay, I'll show you how to configure, how to do those things and all. So this and this part is comes under Windows. Okay, so Windows team is going to handle these two topics, but I mean in the organization, in the training I'll take care of it, no issues. In the organization we don't deal with this, and we don't deal with the Windows Server payload clustering also. So it's completely Windows related things, so they are going to take care of it. Okay, but in our practice, as I said earlier, we are the Windows team, we are the network team, we are the VM team, we are the storage team, we are whatnot, we are everything. Okay, till the practice, till that course is going to end, guys. Okay, chalo Harminder, now you got the clarity.
Sir, I just want to know, why do we use clustering? What is the
No,
use?
I don't
Why?
discuss anything now.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, not
the
necessary.
class
Okay,
will going to be deviated. Simply,
okay,
it's a high availability technique. If one server is down, another server is going to take care of it. That's it.
okay, right.
Okay, yeah, fine. So any other questions, guys? Any questions, any doubts? So that's fine. Please raise your hands. How many of you configured Windows Server and set up remote connections and install SQL Server, guys? Please raise your hands. And Ayesha, Ayesha, can you please unmute yourself and let me know where are you from, Ayesha?
Sir, yesterday Sharif called.
Okay, Sharif. Okay, got you. Got you. Thank you so much. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Yes, guys. Please raise your hand. How many of you raise your hands? How many of you completed setting up Windows Server and SQL Server, guys? Okay, I see only 3 people, Raju Reddy, Pradeep, Saket. Okay, that's fine. So we have 22 participants, around 22, 3 people are actively practicing. So I can understand, and let me check the messages as well. Gajanan, that's fine. So Jayesh have some audio issues. Okay, that's fine, Jayesh. And the end of the course. Okay. Okay. So Satish, actually, it's not a kind of what we can say institution kind of thing. So since 5 years or 6 years or 7 years, I'm just doing freelancing. Okay, so completely the training is like virtual I'm giving, so there is no institution setup. And only one thing just want to share with you, there is no use of the certificate where you are going to show you that I did certification, I mean sorry, I did training at Shanmukh sir, so where you are going to show you that certificate. So you are going to try as a 4 years experience guide, or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. So do you think that certificate will be useful generally? A very quick question. So no training institution will give those certificates and all, especially why? Because we are trying after this training, we are training as a okay, I'm so sorry, after this training we are trying as a fake okay, DBS. So you will keep 3 years experience, 4 years experience, 5 years experience. So if you are trying as a freshers, then they might ask you where you did the certification and all, okay, where you have completed the course and all. So the certification is not at all useful for you. and that is about our certification. Okay, and second question, if you ask about the SQL Server certification, if anyone having any idea on SQL Server certification, guys, last year 2021 Jan, okay, 2021 Jan, Microsoft stopped giving certifications for on-prem SQL DBAs certifications for on-prem SQL DBAs. On-prem means the one which we are doing now. Hmm? So we have two types of certifications. One is on-prem, second one is cloud certification, which is Azure certification. So what Microsoft did, it just included on-prem things in the Azure certification. So if anyone is interested to do this certification, yes, it's very useful, guys. If you do the certification, it might help you in filtering the resumes. Okay, so if you are interested, I'll after this course at the end of the class I'll tell you about the different types of certifications, and we have a sources also on behalf of you. Other people are going to write your exam and they are going to complete the certification, guys. Of course there are different charges for that. Okay, so depends upon the certification you are doing, so different charges will be there for that. But if you are like, if your resume wants to be shortlisted quickly, uh, if you have a certification, it will be very helpful for you guys, that's for sure. Okay, that is called Azure certification. Earlier we used to have on-prem certifications from Microsoft, but now there are no on-prem certifications. You have to do Azure certification, guys. Okay, so that is how the plan is. If anyone is interested after the class, I mean like after the training, at the end of the class you can reach me out, I'll help you how to clear those things and all. Okay guys, fine.
Okay,
Right,
sir.
that's fine. So let's go with this setup, guys. So yesterday we discussed it, right? So we just configured, okay, a Windows machine. We have like installed Windows operating system, then we have installed .NET framework, then finally we have installed the SQL Server, guys. Okay, so just a very quick questions for all of you, okay, for yesterday's topic. So one two questions, we don't have enough time. Okay, so what is meant by service account, guys?
So to run the service,
Okay.
It's act as a system.
Assistant, okay, that's fine. Okay, so service account is an account which helps to run the service, guys. Okay, that's fine.
Service.
Service account is an account which helps you to run the service. How many types of service accounts are there?
Three types.
Correct. Three types of service accounts are there. One is default service account, second one is customized service account, third one is virtual service account, guys. Okay, virtual service accounts. So usually virtual service accounts means virtually it will create during the installation. Okay, so three types of service accounts are there. So in again default service accounts we have three types. Can anyone tell me what are those service accounts? Yesterday we discussed three service accounts.
so local system,
local
local
service,
service, and network service.
network
Correct.
service.
Okay, local system, local service,
network
and
service,
network
local
service.
system,
Correct. Okay, local system, local service, and network service. In these three
network
service
service,
accounts, which one is high priority service account, guys?
It's local systems.
local
Local
system.
system is the highest priority service account. Okay, most of the softwares, most of the important softwares will run on local system service account. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Right. Okay, fine. So this is how it will work. Fine, guys. Now, how many instances we can install in a single Windows machine?
50.
Shaheen, local system is head made, huh? It's okay. Right. So we can install 50 instances. Jayesh, not Jayesh. Murli said 5, and again Murli is saying 500. What happened, Murli? Okay, so we can install 50 instances, guys. One is for default instance, second one is like named instance. So
Named
can
instance.
anyone tell me the naming conventions of named instance, guys? 1-2 rules. We have nomenclature, 1-2 rules of naming conventions. Yeah,
Minimum maximum character 16.
correct,
It allows 16 characters.
correct. Next,
Start with the letters.
it won't allow spaces. Very good. Next,
You cannot start with numbers.
cannot start with numbers. Very good. Next,
Only a
dollar
dollar
and
and
underscore. It will
underscore
allow
only.
only dollar and
Underscore.
underscore. Very good, excellent. So these are the okay rules while giving the name of the instance. You have to keep in mind about these rules, guys. Okay, you cannot give spaces in between the instance name. You have to start with alphabets only. It will accept only 16 characters, either numbers or digits, whatever it might be. I mean, like numbers or characters. Okay, so at least one number should be there. I mean, like there is no at least one number should be there, but alphabet should be there. Okay, so a dollar and underscore. It will accept dollar and underscore as a special character, guys. The guys who just joined, please. Who just joined? Just now someone joined, and again I'll encourage you to join by 7:10, guys. Please don't join 7:15, 7:20. Okay, so it's not good. Who just joined, please? Vamshi. Okay, that's fine. I guess Vamshi joined just now. Okay, okay, Vamshi. Okay, try to join by 7:10 again. I gave 7:10 means don't try to join at 7:10. Try to join by 7:10, guys. Okay, that's fine. Right, and what else, guys? We discussed during installation. What are the tell me, guys, what are the specific features we are going to select while installing the SQL Server? Specific features.
Database engines.
Very good, excellent.
SSH,
SS,
SSAS, SSRS,
That,
SSIS.
that's okay. Those are the on-demand features. Okay. So while installing SQL Server, yesterday we discussed some specific features. Yesterday we
Database
just
engine,
selected database engine. Next,
SQL Server replace.
full text. Very good. Next, replication. Excellent. Okay. So these three are specific, and whenever you are installing one more SQL Server, again you have to install. Okay. The same. You have to select the same component. So shared features, of course, you can install only once. Next time, no need to install the shared features, guys. Chalo. So features we discussed, instance name, naming convention. We discussed service accounts. We discussed and collation settings, guys. What is meant by collation settings in SQL Server? What is meant by collation settings?
Language setting.
Language.
Language.
Language settings. Okay. And can we change the collation setting after installation?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
We cannot change the collation settings after installation. Very good. Okay, so we cannot change the collation settings after installation. Very good, Shaheen. Try to respond like that. Okay, so we cannot change the collation settings after installation. So can anyone tell me? I'll give you 5 points, guys. What is configuration file.ini?
It is a Windows file which you can use to copy the same settings to install on a server.
The complete
Right.
configuration of the installation.
Okay, so what it contains?
Contains all the steps which we use during the installation.
All the selection procedure.
Okay,
Used to go into this.
You just have to change the instance name if you have to copy the same settings onto a different server.
okay. So simply it's a please mute it, please mute it. Shiv Shankar. Right, okay. So it's a collection of commands, guys. That's it. Whatever we just selected, whatever features we just selected, whatever options we selected, whatever settings we selected, your SQL Server installation center will prepare a command and it will keep it in one file called configuration file.ini. Okay. So can we install SQL Server using a configuration file.ini? Is it possible?
Yes.
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 No, sir.
Yes, we can do that.
Yes.
Yes, we can do that. Okay, that is called INI based installation. Yesterday we discussed. that is called INI based installation. Okay, so this is all about your SQL Server installation, guys. If anyone not yet installed, please install the SQL Server so we will get an idea. So I told you, right, not regularly will get this activity in the organization, rarely will get it. If it is a big company, might be you might get monthly once. Please mute it, please mute it. You might get the opportunity to install the SQL Server monthly once. Okay, so this is how it will work, guys. So right, very good, Jayesh. Okay, so every software will have a client server architecture, guys. Every software will have a client and server architecture. Remember, listen these things. Okay, every software will have a client server architecture. Okay, every software, every application that you are using will have a client and server architecture. So client is a tool which will help you to connect to the server, guys. Client is a tool or interface which will helps you to connect to the server. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is the client for SQL Server, guys?
SSMS.
Very good.
SSMS.
Okay, so we also have a client. So SQL Server is also one software. Okay, so we can connect to this SQL Server using one client, using one interface. That interface we can call it as SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so this is very important, guys. SQL Server Management Studio. Using this Management Studio only, we can connect to the SQL Server. The shortcut for this as Management Studio is SSMS. Okay, SQL Server, SQL Server Management Studio, guys. SSMS. Okay, so even though you installed SQL Server, without SSMS, you cannot connect to the SQL Server, guys. Yesterday you installed SQL Server, good, excellent. But you should have an interface to communicate with the SQL Server, right? So what interface we have to install now? We have to install SQL Server Management Studio, guys. Earlier, before SQL Server 2016, before SQL Server 2016, SSMS is a part of the shared features. Okay, so while installing SQL Server, simply you have to select management tools. When earlier, before SQL Server 2016, like 2005, 8 or to 12, 14, till these versions, okay, you have in the shared features, you have to simply select management tools. Automatically, SSMS will be installed, guys. Can't we use command prompt to connect to SQL Server? That is another way, Sudhindra. That is another way of connecting to the SQL Server. Okay, so you know commands. Okay, it's not like other people also know the commands, right? So yes, we can connect. The simple answer is we can connect to the SQL Server using command prompt also. Okay, so either you can use Management Studio or you can use command prompt, but we prefer GUI, right? Graphical user interface, right? So instead of command prompt, so we are going to deal all the things with the Management Studio. But again, your question is very valid. We can connect to the SQL Server using Management Studio or through command prompt also. Okay, right. So management tools. So earlier, before SQL Server 2016, your Management Studio is part of your SQL Server software. So in the shared features, simply you have to select management tools. Automatically, your SQL Server Management Studio will be installed up to SQL Server 2014, guys. From 2016 onwards, from SQL Server 2016 onwards, Microsoft separated the Management Studio, guys. Microsoft separated the Management Studio. From 2016 onwards, Microsoft separated the Management Studio. So you have to download Management Studio separately. Management Studio separately, and then you have to install Management Studio. Okay, so guys, now as we are using SQL Server 2017, so what is the next step we have to do, guys, to connect to the server?
SSMS.
I have to download
Install.
SSMS and I have to install SSMS.
Install
Then only I can connect to my existing SQL Server, guys. Okay, then only I can connect to my existing SQL Server. As of now, I don't have any Management Studio, guys. Okay, if you want, sir, I want to check whether it is there or not. Just hit the Windows button, type SS is fine. SSMS is fine. You don't see anything, right? Why? Because I haven't installed. Or else you can simply type management. Okay, is fine. You don't see SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so anything you can type it, guys. Okay, that's fine. Right, so let me download. I'll show you how to download, guys. It's very easy to download Management Studio. It's not difficult, guys. Simply go to Google. Okay, download SQL Server Management Studio. Just simply type like this. Okay, you can download it. You will get this, guys. Download. But guys, very important thing. Whenever you're trying to download the things, or whenever you're trying to copy the scripts from the websites, make sure from which website you are copying. So it's a Microsoft website, authorized site, guys, not third party site and all. Okay, so this is okay. You can happily download it from this site. Some third party sites will be there. So before copying, before downloading the things from the third party sites, make sure, guys, okay, it doesn't contain any harmful information and all. Okay, so just verify the link once. As it is a Microsoft.com, you can happily open it. Open in the new tab. So you can see there are different versions for Management Studio also, guys. The latest version is this one, 18.11.1. Okay, you can click on it, it will be downloaded. That's it. You can see, okay, it will start downloading, guys. This is how you have to download the Management Studio. Okay, so very simple to download, guys. Very simple to download. Simply go to Google, and from day one onwards, you have to improve your searching skills also. I told you. So software engineers or IT people don't think they are very smart. Yes, they are smart in using the Google. That's it. Okay, if you have, guys, if you don't have knowledge, still you can survive only with the help of Google. But the thing is, you should know how to make use of the Google properly. What kind of terminologies I have to use, what kind of keywords I have to use to get the better results. So again, guys, from day one onwards, try to improve your searching skills. And guys, one more thing is interaction. You should interact with the people. Okay, so that's why I'll ask you to open your mouth to tell your answer, to tell the answers and all. Okay, so guys, it was downloaded. Go to what we can do. Let me do one thing. So let me go to this folder, downloads, and I am going to copy this. You can use Control C, guys. Okay, so I'm going to copy the software, and let me paste into the server. As both are connected remotely, guys, as the server is connected remotely, you can copy and paste it from your local laptop to the Windows server, guys. You can copy and paste it from your local laptop to the Windows server directly. Okay, why? Because as you are connected directly, guys, I mean, sorry, as you are connected remotely will work to copy the things from your local laptop to the Windows server. But some people are unable to connect to the server remotely because of their Windows laptop version, like home edition and all. So they are able to connect to the server directly. In that case, they cannot, okay, copy the things from your local laptop to the Windows server. What they can do, open the Internet Explorer in the Windows server. Open the Internet Explorer in the Windows server. Make sure you are getting internet in the Windows server. Again, go to Google here, type download SQL Server Management Studio, and you can download directly in the Windows server, guys. Directly in the Windows server. But for that, what you have to do, you have to enable the network settings. I told you, right? Last time we just enabled network settings, right? So this PC properties, remote settings we have enabled. Then we have enabled the, come on, it will be failed. Okay. So the no problem, guys, no problem. That's okay. If connection is disconnected, usually whatever you are copying, it will be cancelled. Okay. Let's see, it is still copying. I don't think, yeah, it was disconnected. Okay. So that's okay. So let me do one thing. Let me directly download from the browser. It will ask so many things. That's why I'm unable to download. Let me open Google here. So many certifications you have to add. Okay. So this is the main challenge. Close. Open Google. Lot of things you have to add. Whenever you are getting like this, keep adding, guys. You will get lot of notifications. Okay, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. 10 to 20 times you will get it, guys. Okay, Why? Because we haven't enabled the security in the Windows server, right? So that's why. So let me download again and again. Download SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, just click on this first link, go down, and this is 18.11.1 guys. Okay, it is 18.11.1. Close. Okay, so installing Management Studio is very easy guys. Installing Management Studio is very easy. Once you just downloaded the software, simply you have to click on install button. That's it. Only install button guys. Okay, once you have downloaded the software, simply you have to click on install button. Automatically the software will be installed. There are no more options, extra settings and all won't be there. Simply you have to click on download button. I mean, sorry, where is that? It was not yet started. You have to simply click on install button. Sir, if we install as like Windows Server through Oracle and setting, then storage. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. So guys, there is another way I'll tell you. So nothing to worry. If you are unable to download, there is another way I'll tell you guys. Okay. So let me start downloading it. I don't see this where it is downloading. Okay, done. I got this save button. You can just click on save button guys. Okay, just click on save button, it will be saved. Right, so let me tell you another way. So you might ask, sir, I can't download, I can't copy, so what is another way? Okay, so there are three ways till now. I just told you two ways. One is you can directly copy when you connect it to the server remotely. You can directly copy from your local laptop to the Windows server. For me, there is an issue, it is disconnecting for every 5 minutes, so that's why, okay, I'm unable to copy. It throws an error. Then I just tried downloading directly from my Windows server, as I am getting Windows internet in the Windows server. Second thing. Third thing is, I just shared you one link with you guys. I just shared you one link with you. Let me open that software links. In the software links, you can see, okay, what you can see, one link you can see, guys. Okay, let me check, guys. Where is that? Desktop, SQL Server software links. Okay, done. Okay, right. So this notepad I just forward you to guys. Okay, so where you can see the last link, ISO SSMS ISO image, just copy this link, open the browser, paste it in the browser. Okay, simply you will get the SSMS ISO image file guys. Simply you will get the SSMS ISO image file. Open in the browser, download it, and attach it in the Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Here you have to go to here, go to the settings, go to the storage. Okay, there on behalf of SQL Server you will attach SSMS ISO image guys. That's it. That's it. These are the three ways to copy. Okay, so let me reconnect guys. It is showing 1 minute. Please reconnect guys. Every 40 minutes the meeting will be closed automatically, so you can use the same link to join again. Okay, please reconnect again with the same link.